generally going to be an amazing source of, at least a learning source for me, of which institutions are doing better and of quality as well. So are there benefits from playing this, right? So there are challenges, I believe, from the QS side, or from any ranking side. One is the information collection, the information processing, and the information communication. So collection of information from business schools has been tremendously the best across all the spheres. I mean, business schools have been forthcoming with data submission, unlike traditional universities. And when we process the data, we also ensure that we are using the data effectively. And when we're communicating it out, are we being honest? And that's important because you can look at the IRIC approval and ensure that QS produces rankings in a very transparent manner. So we also give disclaimers, and we publish all the information out. So there are challenges at the same time, which also ensure that if people don't submit data, what happens then? So what we do is we have information resources available both for schools and for candidates or for students. And for schools, we provide them we provide the webinars, and we help them understand the rankings better. Next, we have fact files. The fact files provide information on the performance. Next, various graphs, and you probably are not aware that these rankings are produced as a public service, so there is no charge for universities or business schools to participate in any of the QS rankings which we produce so far. Next. So all these information are provided as public service. It gives you more information on what you need to do, how do you perform, and so on. Okay, next please. We also get these badges. These badges are so important because people use it for marketing as well. So you can use it for the marketing. And again, that denotes the quality and the USP, because getting a badge, being with the 4 institutions in India to be ranked in the MBA school ranking, just denotes that yes, this is one of your USPs. So you can use these badges in your publications. Newspapers cover it for several reasons, and for prospective students or for students, we provide much more. So we have a lot of editorial content. We have webinars and QA sessions, and in the future we want to start using robotics and AI to provide value content so students can get better information. So definitely there are benefits from playing it. Institutions get a lot more information, they get competitive, they get a USP, while also it promotes quality. So what should your strategy be? It actually depends on your objectives, your resources, and your specific strengths. Now, if you're a global school, you probably are looking to get international students. If you're trying to be competitive in India, you want to get better quality students, you are looking at increasing fees, you're looking at how do you increase the revenue, you're looking at better faculty. So definitely, there's also a scope for rankings to play in every institution in this regard. So there are different types of rankings. The reason I'm showing this is because there are different rankings being produced today. One is called a passive ranking, where information is collected from sources without the school's involvement, or the business school. Oops, we lost something there. There's a passive. There is also an active ranking, where most of the information is collected directly from the school. And there's a hybrid ranking, which QS is in all of our areas, where we have a mix of both public sources as well as school information. So when we bring that together, it becomes a hybrid ranking, and that's a well-balanced ranking, I would say. Okay, I'll just So what happens in our rankings? We have a couple of sources, just for your information. We run the QS Academic Reputation Survey, which is a survey of global academics. We also have the alumni survey. We also use employer survey. Employers being the most important part of a business school, we survey them as well. Should we wait for that projector?
It's okay.
Yeah, okay. So I'll probably, and you'll get the slides later on, and I want to have a few minutes of interaction with you as well to see what questions you'll have, what challenges you'll have as well. So QS is still emerging in the business school space. The reason I'm not touching upon the world ranking or the India ranking or the Asia ranking is because being a business school, which I assume all of you all are here today, you're only eligible for our MBA rankings or our subject rankings. Because what happens in a world ranking, you need to be able to have at least two broad faculty areas. So you need to have business and maybe technology or engineering or life sciences and some other area along with social science and management as well. So it could be any of the two broad faculty areas which QS has. So because of that, the only possible ranking you can apply for would be the MBA rankings. Again, there's no charge, and the subject rankings. So we ranked 901 programs in 2018. And we do several types of rankings. You might have seen very recently a newspaper, we ranked an online MBAs as well. You've probably seen the amateur university ad for online. So we also have an online MBA ranking. So I would encourage you all, if you all do have online programs, now the government has legalized it and has given a license for it, you can submit data for it. There's a full-time MBA program and executive MBA and the MBA by specialized groups. So here are some of the examples of schools who have used their results for various purposes. Around the world, some of the top B schools are using their results. I mean, it's very quick. It's just to show you how many people are using it. So definitely your strategy should be selective on what you are looking at. Are you looking at global? Are you looking at regional? Are you looking at at fees? What your strategy is? And I think that's a retrospection you have to do. So my key takeaways at the end of it, because we did this earlier, was that prospective students look at rankings. Schools participate at markets and market rankings aggressively, definitely, and if they do well, of course. And establish organizations, with unique perspectives and expertise. If they don't attempt to rank, then definitely, there's a big gap in the market. So others will. Definitely, it's a moral responsibility. What QS believes we rank institutions in the MBA space. So again, I'm not here to tell you that this is the best ranking. You have to look at what your strategy, what your modus operandi is, and then select the best ranking meant for you. Just one quick slide I have, because we have developed India's first higher education rating system. This is based in Bangalore, and this is a rating mechanism. Looks at over 70 parameters, and it's not a ranking; it's a rating. It awards institutions based on diamond, gold, silver, and other badges. So it also prepares institutions for data collection and submission, has a balanced scorecards, helps improve the quality, and gives you KPIs and some plans for the future with great international exposure and digital marketing. We have just piloted our subject rating, which is going to be in the business school area, law, architecture, engineering, and medicine, which we're launching in March. So I invite you to inquire about that, and we're happy to share more information with you. So these are my coordinates, and I'm available on email. Unfortunately, I didn't put in my mobile number there, but I'll be happy to share that with you as well. Thank you so much for listening. I hope I've been able to do justice to the topic which was asked for, and I hope that we can give a different perspective. That yes, rankings are good. They are not fast food, definitely. They are a healthy, spicy food, as I would call them, and accreditations are minimum standards, whereas rankings allows you to aim for the sky. So thank you so much. Any questions, please? Sure.
Most of the ranking or ratings, they consider infrastructure as a major parameter. And most of the business institutions or autonomous may not be having that large infrastructure, especially in metropolitan towns. So how do you factor that?
So in our rankings, we don't look at infrastructure at all. because we're looking at outcomes of the institutions. So if you're a business school and you're operating out of a small building without any facilities, I mean, I'm not sure what kind of facilities that you're talking about, but we definitely don't have that in the rankings. But when we look at ratings, we also assess the quality of the facilities as well. But definitely not in the MBA or the subject rankings, which we are talking about. So definitely it's not a negative for you or for any small institution. But having said that, you need to be a world-class institution. Your employer reputation should be really high up there. You should be having good alumni network who will vote for you. You should have good academic reputation as well. So those are the high parameters we have kept, which overtakes the need to look at facilities.
I have a question.
Yes.
What weightage QS ranking gives to perception?
In the MBA survey, we have 40% weight for employer reputation, because that's
Employer's perception.
employer reputation, right?
Reputation.
Which we every year the number increases. This last year we had 45,000 employers which participated in the employer survey, and 10% for academic reputation. This is in the MBA school, right?
Okay, so my next question would be, now let's say as an Indian B school, if I apply for a QS ranking, so my perception, you will be asking from the Indian recruiters, or you will be again going back and then you will have, because that might be one of the reasons that why Indian B schools might not be, because 40 is a huge number, it's a huge
45,000 employees.
So 40% giving to a perception is a huge weightage.
Sure. So what we do is we have a global database of over 100,000 employers. When a university or when a B school participates or university, we ask them to submit 400 of their employer contacts.
So they have their own respective.
You can submit it to us. What we do is we email them saying, please participate in the survey. Every employer gets an opportunity to vote or nominate 10 universities in the country they are based. To say that good universities produce the best graduates. And if they do vote for you out of 10, then you get a score. If the more of them vote for you, the better it is for you. Yeah.
Okay. And the parameters for QS India rankings are the
So
same
QS
as...
India ranking is a different set altogether.
Yes.
It has a 30% weight for employer reputation. It's the other way around in the India ranking which we produce. But you need to be a comprehensive university, so you need to at